AITA for letting my GF stay topless, not the a-hole. On Saturday night, my 23M GF, 21F, and her friend, early 20SF, were hanging out at my GF's place. She lives in a share house with three other girls, not her friend though, strangers whose share house she moved into 3 months ago. We're in this little den/rumpus room they have. I'm smoking and they're drinking and we're playing music. Eventually, though, my girlfriend decides that flashing her boobs is a good idea. This results in a drunken flash back from her friend later on, and then eventually the party escalates to the both of them going completely topless. They both stay like that for about 10 minutes before one of her housemates, who'd been out all night, so far we'd had the house to ourselves, came home and comes in to see what's going on. So housemate opens the door and sees both GF and friend's boobs. At first they all just laugh, then housemate says she'll leave, but GF invites her back in to chill as well. So we all go back to it, and then genuinely a minute later another one of her roommates plus her boyfriend, both later 20s, arrive as well and come join in. I've only briefly met all these people since me and GF have only been together 4 months, but they've all seemed cool, so I don't really care if GF wants to get her tits out in front of all of them. But her friend decides having hers out at that moment isn't what she wants, so she puts her bra and t-shirt back on. So my GF stays topless for the rest of the night as we all continue hanging out and occasionally getting a good look in or compliment on GF's boobs, which again I didn't care. And GF definitely didn't seem to mind either. I'd go as far to say she was enjoying it. After a while, the party starts to wind down, so friend gets an Uber home and the rest of us go to bed. GF never put her top back on. Next morning, she's hungover and really embarrassed. She was stressed it's going to be weird now. One of her best friends plus 2 housemates and one of their SOs have seen her boobs. I just said it's not a big deal. None of them seemed to, and no one took pictures or anything, so what's the harm? Just drunken shenanigans. Then she kind of turned on me, said that since I could tell she was obviously drunk that I should have stopped her from humiliating herself, especially since I was stoned, so I was more in control. I told her that was stupid. She's an adult who chose to drink. I'll stop her from bringing harm to herself when drunk, but she chose to get her boobs out. She just snapped back at me, so I threw some clothes on and went back to my place to give her some time to cool down, but that was yesterday morning and she's been slow to respond, ingoring me since then. I think this'll all blow over and she's overreacting and now being stubborn and looking for someone else to blame for it, though I haven't told her that, of course, at least not yet. I didn't encourage her to drink or flash, nor really think I should say what she does with her body, but AITA? Should I have told her to put her top back on? She was tipsy, but not hammered by the way at it. Hey all, thanks for the responses. I figure I'll just update everything here rather than try to reply to you all. So I managed to get through to her this morning before I had to work. She apologized for how she treated me after that, and semi-agreed that it wasn't my responsibility to stop her from going or staying topless in a crowded room. I said it's okay and took some of you guys' advice and told her if she wants me to limit how far she goes when drunk to let me know, but otherwise there wasn't anything about her having her boobs out then and there that made me feel like I should have jumped in, so I didn't. She said she'd think about what her boundaries should be and let me know if I can should help with that. I haven't heard how things are now between her and her housemate/friend, but I'm not going to press the issue. No news is good news, IMO. Still don't think they're the types to really care all that much. If they did, they would have left the room. And FTR, she's not done anything like that for as long as I've known her. She's always acted like the good girl type and talked about how she's never been much of a partier, but you know what they say, lady on the streets, freak in the den with a 6-pack of cider in her. Thanks to all that responded with some helpful perspectives and advice. To those that DM'd or commented saying I should break up with her, you don't know her or us, nor were you there, so keep your noses out of it, please. The fact she's owned up to it now and apologized shows enough maturity and care for me that I want to stay with her, so we'll let bygones be bygones and learn from this. But once again, thanks to all the other helpful commenters, you guys helped reassure me when I was feeling down and confused about everything that had happened.